Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I really do appreciate everybody supporting me in my journey. Today I have a extension of a already released video about, as you can see, the Momento Zero pen. Also, it's summertime, so I've been eating cherries and they just kind of reminded me of this pen. So previously on a recording, I said it was quite the ordeal getting this pen, and part and parcel because, and I'll tell you the story, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'm going to still share with you what's going on with this the setup here, and I'm going to zoom in so everybody can see this. So initially I bought the pen during the sale that Pen Chalet had out of California. And when I was ordering it, I got a Piander little ink well, a portable ink well for travel. I was hoping to do some more travel, but given how the world's gone crazy again with COVID and Delta variation, I don't know if I'll be traveling anytime soon, but when I do, I will probably take that with me. The ordeal was I got the pen and I got another box at the same time, and I thought I threw away the pen. So horrors among horrors, I really wanted this pen. It being the first one that I have ever ordered, I really wanted the pen. I wanted everything that I ordered, and so I basically ordered another one, only to find that I could not get that pen in the nib size. I bought it in a fine point and I had to buy it in the extra fine. So the video that I put out on my channel was of the Momento Zero in extra fine. Well, going through my drawers, lesson to be learned, it was staring at me the whole entire time right in my face. I ended up buying an extra fine and I found my original find. So I have two of these. I don't need two. I only need one. So today I'm going to swatch lightly both of these nibs and put one for sale. I'm going to sell one of these and I'm going to keep the other. So I thought I would walk you through, if anybody has been interested in getting a Momento Zero and they like this color, please write my channel. I'm only going to offer this up right now. Today is the 3rd of August. I'm going to wait 1 week. So 1 week from today, which is roughly the 10th of August, which is also my mom's birthday, I will see who has responded. You have to pay the same amount that I paid for it because it is a brand new pen. I have not used either one of these pens, and other than to lightly dip both of these nibs into, and I will clean the one that I'm selling completely, it will not be used at all. So I have the original boxes, as you can tell here by looking at them. I have the original box, the original packaging. So I will US only. I'm not going to, unfortunately, ship international. It's just too cost prohibitive. I will sell you one of these pens for, let's say, $175 US, because that's roughly what I paid for it with tax and everything, not in shipping, but I'll just give you what I paid for it in retail. They normally retail for like $230. I'm selling it for $175. So if you're interested, please let me know. And whoever, and be sincere, like don't say you're interested and then not follow through. So think long and hard. I will put my PayPal information to the winner of that and see if we can follow through. And if that flakes out, then I will see if I can just return it back to Pen Chalet. All right. That being said, let's get on with it. I also want to just, like I said, I'm going to dip these lightly into some ink, and we're going to start off with the extra fine, which was the extra one that I bought. And let me just bring the camera up a little bit so I have it out of the way. These were really beautiful pens. I really wanted the fine, but I've never had a, okay, now it doesn't want to come out, Momento Zero before. So I'm thinking, as an Italian pen company, I'm going to stick them to the side so I don't get them confused. And I've got my little ink sample writing kit here. I will just go ahead, sorry, it's not a kit. my little notebook. Let me just put this over here. I'll write it on this page. Let me just get a, sorry I'm squeaking. I need to go ahead and get a clip to hold this open so that it's out of the way. And this one, like I said, it's all, I've got all the original packaging and everything. And I have not written with this at all. And this is the extra fine. It's absolutely a beautiful pen, and this is 1,448 of how many ever they made. I don't know how many they have made. This is the extra fine. I'm gonna cap it like that. And then what I have over here is the Sailor Shikori Yakuzakura ink. So I kind of feel like this matches the theme a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll give you a little swatch here so that you can see it in the book. Put that there. So it's going to be very pale because, like I said, I'm not trying to, we just put this into the cup so I don't knock it over, because last thing I can afford to do is knock it over and then it would be no longer valuable to anyone. So I'm going to lightly dip this pen in the ink. I just want to get a feel of what the nib looks like, or feels like, I'm sorry. And let's go back down. Okay, so this is the Momento Zero, and this is extra fine nib, silver, still nib. Oh, this writes beautifully for extra fine. And this is the Prugna Plum color. And it's a beautiful writing pen. I like it. I really like the extra fine. Actually, I think this is what I'm going to do. I really like the line on the extra fine, and I do want a fine line pen. I'm not even going to write with the fine point. I'm going to keep the extra fine, surprisingly. I thought I was only going to use the fine. I'm going to keep the extra fine, and I'm going to sell the fine point. I'm not going to test it because I want to sell it, and I want it to be very clean and very pure for whoever decides that they want to buy the fine point. But because I love the nib on the extra fine, I mean, it's not scratchy at all. So if it's not scratchy on the extra fine, it will not be scratchy on the fine point. I can guarantee it. Well, I can't say I guarantee it, but I'm probably 99.9% sure that it will not be scratchy on the fine point. So I'm going to keep the extra fine. If anybody is interested in the fine point in the silver, it's the same exact color. Please let me know. Like I said, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put the offer out there until the 10th of August. If it doesn't sell from anybody in YouTube, then I will put it out there on eBay or something like that. Okay, so that takes care of that. The only other thing that I have in pen news related land on the complete opposite scale of expense is this inexpensive Pilot Kakuno nib. And the reason why I wanted to get this one, you know, they come with various different cap colors and body colors. This is like an introductory student one. You can get this pen for less than $20 US quite easily. I think I paid $13.50. And this nib is a medium nib. And the reason why I decided to get this is I really wanted to play with the ideal, and I know it's not going to be exact, but I wanted to play with the ideal of a Pilot Kukuno. And let me just zoom in here. This is a medium nib, and I know it's steel by the way it's writing. This pen it writes like butter. I'm sorry if I'm shaking. But I want to get a Pilot Custom 823 that has a gold nib, and I know with Pilot being a Japanese pen company that their nibs tend to write finer than not. And I'm trying to determine if I'm going to like the line variation of a medium versus a fine, because I know that the fine is going to write kind of like a Western extra fine, and that's why I wanted to get this pen, just to see what that was like. And this even writes better than the Pilot Metropolitan pens to me. Like, if I was going to tell somebody to buy a Pilot inexpensive pen, I would tell them to get this over the Metropolitan any day of the week, hands down, because it writes so much better to me than the scratchiness of a fine Pilot Metropolitan. I wish they did do this in a fine just to kind of test that out, but they don't. Yeah, sometimes the line on this kind of gets a little, it's a little bit too heavy for me, and it might just be my really crappy handwriting at this point. Late in the day, I've been writing quite a bit today, so my hand's probably tired. But that's it. I just really wanted to kind of like, I know I unboxed it and gave my initial impressions on the Momento Zero, and it was in this extra fine because I thought I lost the fine point. But I like the extra fine. I really, really like how that extra fine is laying down. So I'm going to keep it. I actually don't have a lot of extra fine point pens. I have a Platinum 3776 that I use for one book, July, but I think that writes, the Leonardo writes even better than that one does, and I really enjoy that experience on the Leonardo Momento Zero. So I think with that, let's look at the pen that's for sale. I can finally figure out the sleeve. Leonardo Momento Zero, Official Italiano. This pen is absolutely gorgeous, and I wanted to give you a deeper look at the pen that is going to be up for sale. Again, all the official paperwork, untouched, unblemished. I've had this kind of sitting in a drawer to show, because I was going to do the writing sample and determine which one I wanted. And like I said, I decided to keep the extra fine just based off of that writing. So this is the fine point. Let me just get this underneath the clip so it keeps wanting to like slide out. The clip is really stiff. Like I said, on my initial thoughts and impressions, this pen number is, where's the pen number? There we go. So that is, sorry, 1451 out of the series. It has a blind piston filling system here at the end cap. And the drawback is you just can't really tell how much ink you have. And I realized, this is take 3, when I was shooting this, that I keep forgetting to mention that you can still see how much ink is in the pen. Cylindrical finials on each end. Chrome around the cap band. Just really, really beautiful. This pen is really well done. Resin body. And, oops, I'm sorry. Keep doing the end cap, and then the pin unscrews. I don't count the number of times a pin unscrews, people. It's like it unscrews. Just unscrew it until it does it. I don't get into measuring it against other pins. It's this pin, you know. Like I said in my earlier thoughts, this is a very well balanced fountain pen, extremely well balanced for me anyhow. I've got normal hands. If you're a person that has larger hands, this might feel a little small in your hand. You can post this pen. I'm getting into the habit, I love to post my pens previously, but I'm getting in the habit of not posting. But if you have larger hands, you might want to post this pen. I'm trying not to do anything that's going to, damage anything, because like I said, want to resell it. So that's how it looks. Absolutely gorgeous pen. And then if you cannot tell how much ink, since there's no ink window in this, in the grip section, it unscrews. And that's how much you're going to be able to tell how much ink is in. But this part, you can kind of see it through this end. So you have a couple of options, and then it's a regular standard piston filler. So you can always tell how much ink you have. You just have to do a little bit of an extra effort of not having an ink window, and you're going to have to unscrew it to really tell. But that's it. Absolutely gorgeous pen, extremely smooth writing. I am loving. It's like 1.5 twist. I counted this time and screwing it. Absolutely gorgeous pen. So if you're interested, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to throw this video up as soon as possible. It's August 3rd. I'm going to close off any kind of postings for it August 10th. And then if I can't find anybody from my subscribers, then I will try to put it out on eBay or go back to Pen Chalet and see if they would be gracious enough to take it. Although I've had it for a couple of weeks now, so they might not take it back. But it's brand new. I've never used it, and I think somebody would love this as a wonderful addition to their collection. So if you're interested, let me know. Once again, this is a fine point Momento Zero. I'm going to unfuss this pen. Thank God they don't break when you just do that, but I'm just trying to get it into the plastic. Put this sleeve back in here, put it back in there. You will get all of this. Like I said, will not ship this internationally. If you're in Canada and you really want this pen and you're one of the first people to reply, I would just probably charge you for the shipping of getting this pen. Again, it's selling for cheaper than what you can currently get it on Pen Chalet, which I just looked up. It's $199.20 on Pen Chalet. I'm selling it for $175 USD. So if you're interested, let me know. And whoever the person is, I will be in contact with you. So put your email addresses into the comments below if you're interested. And whoever says, I'm interested, Bob's your uncle, I will write you on August 10th, and we will make arrangements so I can ship you this beautiful, beautiful fountain pen. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button, and please give me likes. I need that. It helps me stay encouraged about doing YouTube videos, because I don't do this for profit. I just do it because I actually love to do it. All right, take care, be safe. Please get vaccinated if you haven't gotten vaccinated, people. I can't tell you how important it is with the Delta variant, and that's my only tidbit to you right now. All right. As they say in Japanese, sayonara. Have a great evening. Bye.